Start of the old vlog here. Where are we? The Denver airport. Oh, just kidding. We're in the Dallas airport. Where are we going? Denver. Why are we going? Concert. What artist? Logic. So yeah, just gonna tape the adventure here and give you guys a little day in the life. So can't wait to show you how exciting my life is. I do this on a day-to-day basis. Flights, heights, and nights. Talk to you soon. What's up, YouTube? We're at Avis right now, picking up our car. Waiting in quite a long line. Pretty sick. Flights went well, smooth. Couldn't watch my in-flight movies, was a little pissed about that, but it is what it is. Yeah. See you guys in a bit. Update. It's been about 10 minutes. Moved about 10 feet. Bless up. Oh, you gotta do it while you poop? That's pretty funny. Oh, we made it. After a whole travel day, we are finally in our hotel. It is about 1 in the morning, basically. So 2 a.m. for me, like my time. The whole car rental process, first off, we need to talk about that. It's fucking terrible. We get to the car rental place after going through the whole airport, which really wasn't that bad. But we get to the car rental place, and there is Premier people. So apparently there's a thing you can sign up for where you don't have to wait in the long-ass line. Like, oh, that's weird. We wait to go to our normal thing, and we go to the car rental place, and there is a line longer than a fucking line for a roller coaster. Mind you, it's 10:30 at night. And there's a line longer than a roller coaster. There's 3 workers at the front when there's like 40 kiosks. There's only 3 workers out there. So yeah, we get in there, and it's literally the best thing I can compare it to is waiting in line for a roller coaster, but there is no roller coaster at the end. You're actually just spending money once you get to there. So we get through the whole line. We get up to the guy, and we're talking to him, and he's like, "We're actually out of cars." I'm like, "Oh, that's great because we reserved one before." But he's like, "Let me pull some strings." And he goes up to us. And mind you, I'm almost 25. I'm within 2 months of turning 25. And that's a big thing when you're renting cars for some reason. So he's like, "I pulled some strings. You get this minivan." Talked to my manager. He was cool with it. Super nice guy, low key, honestly. But so we get through all of that, and we finally get out to the car, get out of the fucking place. And of course, we've got a 40-minute drive to get back to the fucking hotel. But Denver, highways are actually low-key pretty nice. Kind of loved it. So, not bad, Denver. Not bad. But yeah, we made it. The concert is not Friday, but Saturday. So tomorrow we'll be doing something. I don't know what yet. And then we'll go to the Logic concert and have a good time. So, I guess the biggest thing I can tell you is airports, of course, blow. Everyone goes through it. We can do a little look-see through of the hotel room itself. Let's do that. Hey, I'm PluteManJo. Welcome to MTV Cribs. Let me run you through a little tour of this whole hotel room. We've got our big door here. It's pretty sick, which leads to our handicap button on our door. Come to find out, we booked a handicap room, so that's something. But so there's a lot of handicap amenities that we love, actually. But let's move on to the next part. We've got our connecting door. You can see in the mirror. Beautiful. I'm beautiful in the mirror. Not too much to talk about there. The big important thing is the bed height. As you can see, it is quite low to the ground. So, pretty cool. With it being so low to the ground, as it is, for a short guy like me, I am 5'8" on a good day. Should be pretty easy for me to climb into, and quite frankly, just go to bed and get up. I'll show you now a POV of me getting out of bed. That was my POV. Next, you'll see we've got a very, very, very nice workstation here. Nothing's getting done. Absolutely nothing's getting done there. And finally, we will finish off with our chair that I'll probably sit in once or twice and then never again. So, I'll give you a good view of it now, of my one and only sitting in the chair throughout this trip. Very nice. Very beautiful, very clean for a young PluteManJo. This is really just somewhere where you can just think about life. Really question what's going on. And this concludes our one and only chair sitting of the week. Ugh. All right. Well, this concludes the most boring portion of the trip. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm just kidding. What's up? It's the next morning. We're eating breakfast. Got a skillet. Feel a little uncomfortable videoing in here, but I just wanted to get y'all updated on what's going on. We're at the Red Rocks. Day before the concert, thought we'd scout out a couple spots, see what's going on here. Very pretty. Not prettier than me, though. Check you later. Pretty sick. Oh. So this is the whole thing. Got some bangers playing right now. We'll be here tomorrow, Logic, don't worry. Row 6, so we're like in front of that thing. In front of that fucking middle area. It'll be like within 20 to 30 feet of this guy. I'm gonna get up there. We're walking the trails now. No big deal. Oh yeah. It's beautiful out here, a lot of red rocks. A lot of red rocks out here. Here at the Red Rock Amphitheater. Not quite something I would have expected, but nonetheless, I'm loving it. Vans are not the hiking shoe of choice, but we work with what we have. I don't know what we're gonna do after this. We're heading back to the vehicle. Gonna probably drive around, check things out, and see what happens. So, what's up, chat? We're back at the hotel. What are we? Back in the chair I said I wouldn't sit in again. What are we? So, we got back from the Red Rocks. First off, very stressed out about the whole parking situation for the concert tomorrow. Not really sure how that's going to go, but we're just going to hope for the best. But I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while, and I think that's very important. And it's fucking parking lots. And I'm not talking about the Red Rock parking lots. I'm talking about Chipotle parking lots and gas station parking lots. What the fuck are we doing? We've got these small little parking spots, first off, that you pull into. You're not even sure if you're between the lines. And then once you want to pull out, you can't see anything because the lot's so fucking small. You've got cars everywhere. And you're risking your life basically every time you pull out. Chipotle I have big beef with because we have a new Chipotle being built by our house, and they refuse to make a sizable parking lot for any sort of comfort for anyone driving in there. I almost think they want you to be uncomfortable when you're parking there to ward off more customers. It's a little conspiracy theory I have going, but yeah, besides that, we are going to get some In-N-Out now. Haven't had In-N-Out for a couple years. I think last time I had it was in California. This time we're in Denver. So, should be a good time. And then we're going to do a jack-o'-lantern walk. A little jack-o'-lantern walk sesh. And we'll see how that goes. So, that's basically all the time we have. I'll bid you guys adieu by waving to you with my feet. See you later. Spooky pumpkin. Wow. Bro's taking a dookie, right? It's just like me, for real. It's just like me. Love it here. We went to the Magic of Jack-O'-Lanterns walkthrough tonight before the Logic concert tomorrow. I got a couple things of note for them for next year to really clean up this whole operation. So, what this was, first off, was basically a walkthrough of, like, in a park. We're in a park, and there's jack-o'-lanterns set up everywhere around with all different types of designs. Really cool. Food, drinks, apple cider, funnel cakes, foot-long corn dogs. You know how we love that shit. But there were a couple issues I had. First one, number one. You sign up online for a certain time, right? So you sign up 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, whatever time you want to do it. And come to find out, it's just a free-for-all. Once you get there, there is no reason there should even be a timing because it was literally corralling us in like cows. Like fucking cows, dude. They put us in these fucking stalls and they're just send you through. Good luck with all these fucking children and all these fucking people and everything. Really nice people, though. Definitely would absolutely love to be around that many people again. Second thing, music selection. So you get in there and it's like jack-o'-lantern, spooky type of thing, right? First thing we hear when we walk in there is fucking the Shrek 2 soundtrack, basically. Like the violins playing, like you're getting transported to a magical wonderland. And I'm like, these aren't jack-o'-lanterns. Like, this is not spooky. So the whole aesthetic was off. All right. So, that's number 2. Number 3 is the people. And me personally, not a huge, big crowds person. Don't normally love going for it, but there's reasoning for it. It's because people don't realize the space around them that's being taken up. They'll just stop in the middle of the fucking road, like middle of the walkway. It is like a swarm of people, and one person, like a whole group of people, will stop in the middle and just be like, "Yeah, we're just gonna stop here." Like in the middle. They don't step to the side. Not really sure why we're doing that. And then that just backs everyone up. And you're like, okay, well, I'm just sitting here now. I'm going to fucking beat my dick or something, fucking hate my life here. So that was number 3. Those are the 3 negatives. And the final negative. This is number 4, and this is really the root of the problem here for everything. These were fake pumpkins. I know. Take a second. Take that in. These weren't even real jack-o'-lanterns. These were pre-made jack-o'-lanterns. If I'm going to look at jack-o'-lanterns and pay money to look at jack-o'-lanterns, I want them to be real fucking jack-o'-lanterns. I want you to put that blood, sweat, and tears into those jack-o'-lanterns that only a true artist of pumpkineering can do. But no, we had pre-made jack-o'-lanterns. I mean, probably so they could have it for the whole season of October, but, for me, I really want a more real thing, you know what I'm saying? On to the positives here. Positives. The weather was beautiful. It was great. It was a nice, cool 65 to 70 degrees. Perfect, October weather where you get a cool breeze. The funnel cake, number 2, funnel cake was fire. I don't really know how you fuck up a funnel cake, to be honest, though. It's literally putting batter and grease and then putting powdered sugar on it. You can't make that taste bad. Number 3, the designs, while they were fake, were very cool. We saw Peyton Manning on one of them. Jonna thought it was Tom Brady. Let it be known we're in Denver, so I feel like it pretty much is obvious that it would be Peyton Manning. She said, "Oh, look, there's Tom Brady." I look over and I see the big-ass forehead of Peyton Manning, and I was a little confused. Did the Mr. Krabs double take there? But cool designs. They had Sonic the Hedgehog. Pretty sick. Love that shit. I mean, the workers were nice, I guess. I didn't really talk to too many. Ooh, one more bad thing. This is the last one. And this just goes back to good old American capitalism. You had to pay for basically anything inside the venue after you already paid to get into the venue. You want to get a picture taken? You got to pay for it after to actually get the picture. All right. Funnel cakes and food, totally understand that. There's a maze there. Normally it'd be like, oh, the maze is a part of the fee you pay to get in. No, you have to pay extra money to go through this maze. And the maze is I don't know, fucking 20 yards by 20 yards. Wasn't even a big maze. And then I was kind of just like, that'd probably take me 5 minutes. And the more I think about it, this was probably for kids. So this might be on me. But overall, I'd rate the whole experience, if we were to rate it out of 10, I'd rate it a 6 or probably more to a 7 just because it was fun with my fiance. So, solid experience tonight. Really looking forward to tomorrow. We got the Logic concert. Gonna get there early. We are row 6 in that bitch. We are row 6. We will be right under Logic's nostrils, motherfucker. So, looking forward to that. I am missing playing Rocket League. I can feel my mechanics getting worse as I don't play. And if that's going to be my whole thing here, playing Rocket League, I feel like I have to work on my mechanics. And here's the problem. Here's the real big problem here. Air roll left. I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to get it down. I'm doing all the rings maps. I'm grinding. And now it's all going to be gone once I get back. It's going to be square one. So that is our day 1 in Denver. Solid day. Pretty all right food. In-N-Out also. We did go to In-N-Out. I completely forgot to mention this. We went to In-N-Out for the first time. Everyone's talking about it. I haven't had it since I was probably 15. Didn't really remember it that well. Jonna hadn't had it since she was maybe 14, something like that, maybe 15. So we're going there. We're really excited. we get the burgers. I get the double. Jonna gets the single. We get the fries. She gets a pink lemonade. I get the milkshake. So I take a couple bites of this burger, right? And it's a really good burger, really solid burger, really well salted. Could have used a little more sauce, to be honest with you. We were a little low on the sauce there, but we're hearing everyone. They're sucking this place's dick, bro. They're like, this is the best best fast food we've ever had. You can't get something better than In-N-Out. I don't believe you, bro. McDonald's, pretty close. Pretty close. They just don't have the burger sauce. I think McDonald's doesn't feel like they need it. They're really one of those guys. What? Yeah. They got Big Mac sauce. And I mean, that's basically the same thing. And I don't know if I'm choosing a Big Mac over that, but if you put both of those side by side, they're pretty damn close in about how good they are. Fries, they're just like McDonald's fries, if not worse. The milkshake, they have vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry, and whatever the fuck that last option was. They had one more option where they mixed it all together. What was it called? It's called Neapolitan. I've never heard this term in my life. Neapolitan apparently is where you mix every flavor together. Well, we're just making up words for shit now? Neapolitan? Okay. Vanilla ice cream, not great. Vanilla ice cream's good, but the milkshake itself was like a vanilla milkshake. There's no add-ins. You couldn't put peanut butter in it. You couldn't put fucking Oreos or whatever. They just had the milkshake. So that was pretty, on par with most milkshakes. But overall, In-N-Out, very good, but overrated. I would put it, of course, at the top of fast food restaurants, like close to the top. But I think Five Guys Burger clears it easily. Controversial statement, I know. McDonald's burgers pretty close to that. What other fast food places? Sonic's, it beats Sonic. I already said Five Guys. Wendy's? Wendy's has a pretty damn good burger. Like, their meat just has a little more girth to it when you bite into it, you know? They got that flame broil going. But it is low key, like they don't have any type of sauce to go on it, so they're missing out there. But they got a little girth to their meat that I like. Me personally, I like a little girth on my burger. And their fries are better. Wendy's fries clear In-N-Out's fries, easy. But yeah, that was our day. Solid day. Look forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna take a shower now. Might shave my chest and my nipples. They are quite hairy right now. And probably go to bed. Probably watch some YouTube. Make some clips. Once again, sitting in the little cuck chair here. Didn't think I was going to be doing this, but now this has become a mainstay for the trip. So very excited for more videos to come from this spot. Here's my feet again. Thanks for watching. It's not over yet. I don't know why I said thanks for watching, but we will talk to you again tomorrow. Jonna didn't like the video. Fucking bitch. Good morning. We are drinking coffee today. It's pretty not good. I don't understand the love for coffee. Every coffee I've tried is basically tasted the same. But maybe that's just on me. Let you know how this burrito tastes. We're getting a breakfast burrito also. So, what's up? We're just walking around. Golden, Colorado. Home of the Golden Retrievers. Going down some stairs, having a good time. Forgot to rate the burrito earlier. It was an 8 out of 10. Banging ass burrito. Coffee, not really that good, but I don't like coffee. And now we're making our way under a bridge with some fishes. Go down this slide. I'll go down the slide. Alright, here we go. Oh, fuck. just hit the side. I just like slammed the side of that slide. What do you guys think? Pretty sick. Feel like a kid again.
Your hair.
What's wrong with it?
It was like so staticky.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. It's a nice little small town vibe. A lot of people. Didn't realize, but apparently we're here for the Autumn Fest. Right? So, we just missed the Fall Fest by 3 weeks. Real sad about that one, but we made it for the Autumn Fest. Gonna try and bring some Missouri love to Colorado. Check back with you later. My wife got on duty. Good thing I'm a lifeguard. I'll save your life. I'll give you mouth to mouth. Literally. Chat. We hear a football game in the distance. This is some video game ass discovery. This is what real life must be like. We're gonna go find this football game and get our quest. Talk soon. Football. You can barely see it. Football. It's college football. I don't know these teams. We're in Golden, so if you know the college, the Miners. Not those Miners. Decided to veto the football game. It was $20 to get in, and we don't really have the time to watch it. But this town loves their football. Very good to know. So now we're gonna find this Grandma's Cookies place because I want a motherfucking cookie. Because a motherfucker loves to munch down on some cookies. Literally. There's something about this chair. I fucking love this chair, bro. Didn't think I was gonna be. This is really a love-hate relationship, but I keep coming back to it, having a great time. Midway through the day, we've got the Logic concert tonight. So today we decided to go out to Golden, Colorado. You saw it earlier in the vlog, and we checked out the Autumn Festival. Just missed the Fall Festival. Not sure there's much of a difference between fall and autumn. Didn't know there was a differentiator like that, but apparently there is. Fun fact about Golden, also, they have a lot of golden retrievers there. Little play on words. Goldens in Golden, Colorado. So, saw a lot of dogs there. Very well-trained dogs, too. No crazy motherfuckers out there trying to rip my ass off. But yeah, solid day so far. Had some cookies out of a van. There was literally a sign somewhere that said Grandma's Cookies down the street. So we're like, oh, hell yeah. These are going to be fucking banging ass cookies from Grandma. So we walk down the street and we're looking for this fucking store. Like, can't find it. We're like, where the fuck is this storefront? And there's this red van with a old lady sitting in it out the window handing out cookies to anyone who comes up. 3 for $5. So we walk up to the van. It's a little sketch. And this old lady comes up, and she's like, hey, do you want some cookies? And I'm like, fucking guess so. So we get a chocolate chip, peanut butter, and a monster cookie, which I think is like M&M's. I didn't have it. It was Jonna's cookie, but pay her about $5 for the cookies, so not terrible. But the cookies were mid as fuck. Really mid as fuck. I hate to say it. Grandma's Cookies, they were good, but they were mid, you know, like nothing crazy. And you expect, like, you're getting cookies out of a van, you're like, oh, there's going to be some homemade gourmet shit. No. Peanut butter cookie was really good. I'm a big peanut butter guy, though. Got this beanie, too, with a little golden retriever on there. Let me just, I'll just come up and show you. Here it is in all its glory. It says golden on it. It's got a little golden retriever with a hat. Pretty sick. But yeah, Pretty nice little small town. There's a football game going on, but the way they built that football field, we couldn't fucking see in. They built that place like a fucking prison, bro. Like they don't want you seeing in unless you pay to get in, which fair enough. But didn't get to see the football game. They were the Golden Miners. Very interesting. Not those type of miners, but like miners for, I'm assuming, coal or a mine. Another thing about Golden, there was a lot of places with the Golden before it. So like the Golden Diner, the Golden fucking pizza shop or something, like stuff like that. And I had a great idea come out of this that I don't think anyone has made yet. So here's what you do. I stop in at a lot of gas stations around the country when I'm traveling for work or anything, and it's there's all these like trucker gas stations with showers and bathrooms and stuff, and like places for truckers to like rest stops. And I was thinking, we put one in Golden, and we call it the Golden Shower. You're telling me that's you're telling me that's not getting anybody to come in? You're not getting some people curious about the Golden Shower? I'm curious about the Golden Shower. Just an idea I thought of, but the Golden Shower would be bringing in business by the boatload. So, I've had coffee 3 times on this trip, and I've really only liked it moderately once, and it was actually from Starbucks, surprisingly. So, still don't like coffee, but it is what it is. We'll be going to the Logic concert in a couple hours here. Gonna get some food, and then I'll have more updates for you. Also, just posted a TikTok about public bathrooms and how you shouldn't talk in them. Don't fucking talk to me in public bathrooms. Don't do it while I'm shitting. I don't want to talk. But yeah, we'll see you in a bit, chat. What's up? We're in line for the concert. It started raining. Pretty. That's the front of the line. Line goes all the way back there. We got about a little under an hour and a half. This rain ain't nothing. I'm not scared. I want the rain. I want to be challenged. Can't fuck with me. See you in a bit. Chat, we made it in to the Red Rocks. Literally made it to the Red Rocks. And we are row 6. We are so fucking close, dude. Look at this shit. I'm gonna be smooching Logic here pretty soon. I'm giving him a little kiss. This is fucking sick. I'm so excited. We're back. We made it back home. Ugh. What a fucking day of travel. Made it back home. Guess I got to recap the Logic concert. That's the whole reason we're here. I didn't get much footage of the concert itself, mainly because I just wanted to enjoy the concert. So sorry for that in advance, but I guess we'll just talk about how the concert went, and then we'll kind of recap the next day and how everything went. So we get to the venue. You saw it in the video. Fucking, it starts raining as we're in line. We got there about 2 hours before the doors open. Even though we had our own seats, we still wanted to get there early, just because I don't trust people, and it kind of made sense actually after we got in. It was a good idea to not trust people because there is basically general admission at the Red Rocks where it's first come, first serve on seats, and that's from rows like, I don't know, like fucking 30 and up, and it's like first come, first serve. And then there's assigned seats if you paid for those, which is what I got, and I got like row 6, 55 and 56 for me and my fiance. So first off, we get into the Red Rocks. They open up the doors after it starts raining and the weather kind of calms down. And we start walking up this motherfucking thing, and it is a ramp to get up to the actual Red Rocks. We start walking up. Luckily, I work out a decent amount, so my cardio is not too bad, and I wasn't struggling. But holy shit, some motherfuckers were struggling to get up that, and these were general admission people, so they were actively losing spots as they stopped going up this ramp to get into the actual venue. Um, but yeah, once we got in, nice and early, no big deal. Get to our seats, not a problem. But then we start noticing a bunch of people from general admission start coming down and sitting in those front seats that have been bought up. The show was sold out. And so, kind of as the show is beginning, we have people getting kicked out of their seats by other people, like, hey, get the fuck out of my seat. And we had overcrowding in the front rows. It was a fucking nightmare for some people to get into their actual seats because people who had assigned seats got moved over because their seats were taken. And so it was all just crammed in. But once we got done with that, we got in. The show actually starts, and the first opener was, I believe, a guy named Herman. And to be honest, I don't think he has performed to a big venue like that. I mean, Red Rocks is fucking over 10,000 people, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to be honest, this guy was screaming into the mic, is what it sounded like to me. I don't know if he just hasn't performed in front of a venue like that, but this guy was straight up screaming into the fucking mic to his music, which was really cool. It was actually kind of cool because his mom came down and sat by me and started videoing him. She's like, my son's performing. This is his first big show. And I was like, that's fucking sick. And then she sits by me. We talk a little bit about it. They're from Canada, I guess. They come down, and he was performing for opening for Logic, basically. So he starts going, and I think he's just newer to performing, and it wasn't amazing by any means. I mean, you don't really always expect that from an opener in the first place, but I mean, to even perform in that amount of people is fucking impressive. So hats off to him. Wasn't my cup of tea necessarily, but yeah, after him came T-Man the Wizard, which was really cool because I'm in like a Discord group, basically the Logic Discord group for a bunch of people who like to make music, which I'm included in that. I also enjoy making music, of course, but fucking T-Man starts going, and it's a step up already. I think he's performed in front of people more, and he actually he played, I think it was his song Tekken 3, and I have a buddy of mine. His name's Hella Beats. Shout out Hella Beats. He made the beat for that, so it was really cool. I've heard that beat getting made, and then to see it in the Red Rocks venue was actually pretty fucking sick. So T-Man killed it, and then after that was Supercomputer. And basically, what Supercomputer to me was Daft Punk. They're basically a Daft Punk clone, is what it seemed like, but they don't make any of their own music. It seemed more like, if you guys have ever heard of like fucking Big Booty Mix that you hear in like CrossFit gyms, it was that kind of music where they take like original songs and they remix it and throw some drums over it, basically. Can't really connect with the guys either because they had televisions on their head and they're in front of this DJ stand just fucking faking like they're doing stuff to these songs when it's obviously pre-recorded songs, and they're just like doing some of that shit. I don't know what the fuck were like. I don't know who they were fooling at this point. So they go, and they were a little bit longer than I would have liked. They had some crazy fucking like visuals with their music, which is pretty sick. It was like insane Sonic the Hedgehog one where Sonic looked like a fucking giant like Cthulhu monster. It was attacking a town. It was fucking crazy, but that was pretty cool. And then after comes the two main headliners, and the first one was Oliver Tree. So Oliver Tree, not bad. I like Oliver Tree. Not really why I came, obviously, but his performance was well. His presence was great. His music and songs were performed very well, but you could tell that most of the audience was there for Logic. And with him being up there telling people like, come on, jump, and you look around and like a quarter of the crowd like jumping or has their hands up, and I was kind of just like, well, fuck, man, that kind of blows. Because I guess he's from Denver too, come to find out. So after he starts going, he just goes on forever. I'm gonna be honest, like he's good, but it wasn't what I came for. So I'm like, come on, bro, let's get it moving. And then he keeps saying one more song. You guys want to hear one more song? He says that like 5 fucking times, and I'm like, brother, don't lie to me here. I'm standing here tired. I didn't know like what is the fucking sequence of events here to get to the final show, final artist I came for, and he kept going. His music was pretty good. He had his, I guess, his original band up there, which was cool, and it was all live performance in terms of the guitar, drums, and his singing. And it was pretty sick. I mean, he's a great stage presence. It just sucks, kind of basically because people were obviously there for him. There were Oliver Tree fans there, but it was mostly Logic fans, of course. So after all of that, we finally, I think it's 10:30. The event started at 7:30. Logic finally comes on. So with this show, he's performing Under Pressure as well as fucking. He's performing Under Pressure as well as The Incredible True Story, 2 of his best albums to date, easily. And he performed a bunch of songs he has never fucking performed live. Like he literally, or hasn't performed at least in a long time. He started with Intro from Under Pressure, and that is fucking insane to hear live. The fucking piano. I used to wonder what it feel like, and then it just fucking the song like opens up, and Logic's fucking like singing, and his voice sounds great while he's singing. I was like, this is fucking sick, dude. I was literally out of my seat jumping, hyped out of my mind. You got to understand, I've been a fan of Logic since he was doing his mixtapes. My brother first showed me Logic when, what was it? Welcome to Forever came out, and he showed me the end, and that's what got me hooked on Logic from the start. And I mean, this guy, he's a great fucking performer. People could say what they want about him being cringe or whatever, but his performance and how he treats the fans that are there is literally second to none. So he performs Intro, and then he goes right into Soul Food. Soul Food is one of my favorite fucking Logic songs. So I'm just fucking screaming my heart out with this dude on the lyrics. And he sings Soul Food, and then he stops it and goes to Soul Food 2. So he does both of the first verses from each of those songs. Fucking sick, dude. Literally so sick. Because the second Soul Food 2 verse is just, the wordplay on that song is insane. There's the I know how to turn a profit with ease like line. That's a fucking great line. And to hear all that shit live was so sick. And I mean, he's talking to his audience in between. Obviously, he knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for fucking, I don't know, 15 years at this point, 16 years. So pretty cool. So we start just rolling through Under Pressure. And he is doing a bunch of songs he hasn't performed, like Bounce. I'm Gone. It's not called I'm Gone, but the thing where it's, no, I'm gone. That song. And then he performs the first verse of Under Pressure, and that was fucking sick. Under Pressure is such a great song. And then he even performs the fucking end of Under Pressure. Like those last, when there's the beat switch in Under Pressure and the fucking beat switches, and it's like the phone calls coming in. He starts performing that. And he's like, I haven't done that forever, so that was sick. And then he does a couple from No Pressure. He does Dad Bod, I remember, and then Perfect also, which are very good songs, very solid. And then we get to The Incredible True Story, which is where I think the show really fucking, I mean, I love Under Pressure and The Incredible True Story, but this show picked up right here. I mean, he starts just fucking, he walks off stage, tries to go put on his space jumpsuit, like the space jumpsuit he'd wear for The Incredible True Story, and Contact starts playing. And then he comes out, stops everything. He's like, I know you were probably expecting me to come out in a space jumpsuit, but this motherfucker, it was too small for me. So he just fucking comes out in a normal like black t-shirt, and he knew exactly what we were expecting. It was pretty funny. So, yeah, we just start rolling into that, and then he fucking performs Intermission, which I don't know if you know Intermission, but Intermission is a fucking vibe and a half. He performs Intermission twice because he was enjoying it so much, and everyone else was. That song itself just fucking flows, the fucking beat, the bass on that song, the drums, it's just a fucking vibe, and he's just ripping into it. And it was sick. It was so cool. What else? Just trying to think of everything here. Yeah. Oh, I Am the Greatest. Of course he does I Am the Greatest. That song in concert, insane. I mean, the bass, obviously you're 6th row. Red Rocks has these huge ass speakers just So it was fucking sick, dude. Like I would highly suggest if he does more of these, which it sounded like he might be doing more of these, I would suggest going to one of these. And then once we get through all of the incredible true story, he kind of worked through it. He did a couple of other like obviously more popular songs every day. The one with Marshmello, um, which is good. It's got a good chorus. Um, and then what else did he do? Oh yeah, he does fucking the one he does with Eminem. But he performs it like twice with different beats, which is pretty cool. Like beat switch ups with the same verse. Um, pretty impressive. He does run it. Are you fucking kidding me? I did not expect to hear Run It tonight at that night when I was watching. Run It is a fucking banging ass song by Logic. The fucking beat on that, the fucking flow on that, it's insane. Really cool to hear. I was fucking just spitting every bar throughout the whole fucking concert. And then by the end of it, Logic is performing, of course. It seems like he's going to close out with 1-800, and I was fucking heartbroken because I don't really like 1-800 as a song. I mean, the message is obviously very good, but the song itself, obviously, very more pop soundy song. I don't think anyone's lying to you to tell you that, but um, yeah, he starts performing that, and he's like, "All right, see you guys," and he starts fucking walking off. And I was like, I think he's fucking with us, and he was. He comes back on, tells everyone to turn on their fucking lights, and then closes out with "City of Stars," dude. And that song live with all these lights turned on and everyone going back and forth and Logic singing "City of Stars," it was angelic. Because I mean, the best comparison I can have for that song is "Flashing Lights" by Kanye West. It's very much like that fucking grandiose, like string orchestral, like bassy, heavy bass, just four kicks hitting on the ground. Like it's just that the whole time. And then he is just pouring his heart out in this song. And it was insane, dude. And for him to close out with that. Shout out to Rhetoric too, his DJ. I think Rhetoric's been doing it with him since like the very fucking beginning. And they just have great chemistry up there. And yeah, I mean, overall, the fucking concert, if I had to, I mean, it was like a fucking if we were just going from the Logic portion over, I would say it's from a performance standpoint, it is a 10. Like this dude was quick. There wasn't too much like time waste in there. And when he was just talking, it was fucking funny or at least entertaining. And then after that, yeah, I mean, the whole show closes out. He talks about his new movie a little bit, Paradise Records. Some cool stuff there that you can download. And then yeah, we get through it. Me and Jonna, it ends, and we're like, oh fuck, we have to get the fuck out of here. I mean, you imagine 10,000 people leaving a fucking venue, dude. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. We sprint down to the car, and we happen to get out of there within like 15, 20 minutes. Shout out to the Red Rocks like staff, dude. They like guide everyone out, tell you where to go, and it was really smooth. So we end up getting back to the hotel decently late. And I stay up for a little bit just watching some YouTube in awe. I got a sick ass bomber jacket because I have the original, the Incredible True Story bomber jacket from fucking like 2015, and then they sold like this like Red Rocks version of that bomber jacket. There's like a Red Rocks patch instead of 301 like Maryland where he's from. It was like 303 Red Rocks, like the area code for it, I think. And then the whole back of it says it's the Incredible Under Pressure tour, Incredibly Under Pressure tour or show at Red Rocks, and it's got a cool design on the back and everything. It's maroon. It was fucking sick color. Really expensive. I think it was like $200, but I haven't bought Logic merch or any merch for that matter, and since I probably bought that bomber jacket, to be honest. So I decided to fucking drop the money on it. But yeah, we get back that night. It was pretty solid. No complaints there. And then fucking exhausted the next day, which was yesterday. Fucking exhausted. Me and Jonna end up going back to Golden, Colorado, which is that small town we were in, checking out everything where we saw the football game and stuff. Had probably the best fucking sandwich I've ever had, like just sub. It was D's Deli in Golden, Colorado, if you're ever there, fucking stop in there.
Just had a bussin' fucking sandwich at D's Deli. Oh my gosh. D's Deli out here in Golden, Colorado. Literally 9 out of 10 Italian sub. Got some pesto aioli on it. Fire. Bread. Fire. Meat. Fire. Game changing. You go to D's Deli. A little expensive, but they give you a lot of food, so.
It's a little bit pricey, but the amount of food you get for it honestly makes it pretty worth it. And it's just worth the price just for the taste alone. So fire there. And then we end up going to dinner with later that night with Jonna's aunt. And we go to this Mexican restaurant in the middle of Denver. And I got to talk about fucking Denver, dude. We drive into Denver. These roads don't make any fucking sense, dude. You're on the highway. It's like 5 lanes across. And then there's like 3 that'll randomly cut off. And then 1. And then, oh, this one turns off here. But the road's still going straight. And you're fucking confused. You're like, where are we going? It's raining. I'm like, great. This is amazing. This could be no more perfect. Driving through Denver at 5 o'clock, busy-ass time. And we go to dinner. We go to this Mexican restaurant. I don't even want to say its name because this place was dog doo-doo. The food, like, taste was okay, but I think we had 2 tacos each person. There was a total of 4 people, 3 drinks total for the table, chips and queso, and it ended up being about like $150. So I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was the end of that day. So as I said, you'll notice I am at home now. That's because our final travel day was a fucking shit show. Didn't really get to video much because we were running to our gates between our 2 flights. But let's just begin the day off. So we get done yesterday night. And we're like, okay, we got to be up around 2:40-ish and leave at 2:40 to get to the fucking to get to the airport to drop off our car because our flight's at 6 a.m., but it's a 40-minute drive to the fucking airport from where we are. So we're like, we have a 6 a.m. flight, and we got to get there a little bit early because we've never done the whole rental car thing. So we just want to make sure we had it all fucking tight, motherfucker. So as we're doing that, I decide, fuck it, I'm just going to stay up. I don't care. I don't see a point in going to sleep. So I end up staying up till like 2:20, and then I get John up, and we get everything together, get our shit, get into the car, and guess what? It's still fucking raining when we get into the fucking car. So we're in the car, it's raining, and we got a 40-minute drive, and as we get onto the highway, there's signs that say, watch for standing water on a fucking highway. So you're going like 65, and if you hit this standing water, you're probably going to fucking die. So as we're driving, I see these standing water, and I'm having to fucking slow down, and people are driving like psychopaths at 3 in the morning. I'm like, what are we doing? So as we're driving, we get down. We get all the way there to the airport. And once we're there, we get to the entrance of like the drop-off car because you got to go through this little area that says green. You can go in and drop off your car. So we pull in a little bit, and I see these fucking spikes. And I'm like, well, I don't want to drive over the spikes and pop my fucking wheel. Come to find out, you can drive over those spikes because you can't go out, but you can come in and the spikes will go down. Didn't know that. Did not know that. So I sit there for a second looking like a fucking idiot. And then I'm like, all right, let's just go. So we get in, wait for the tram, drop our car off, get to the airport, and it's like now, I don't know, 4:30. Flight board's at 5:20. It all goes pretty smooth. The only thing that pissed me the fuck off, so we got this new tripod because we were wanting to take photos of each other, like for some nicer photos of each other when we were in Golden. So I had to put this new tripod in my bag that was supposed to go with me on the plane. So I had 2 carry-ons that would go on the plane with me. And as I am getting up to board the plane, lady's like, put that bag on the measurement thing. I don't think it's going to fit. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. So I put it on there, and the tripod barely sticks up over it by about an inch. And she's like, that can't go on. That can't go on the plane. It has to go under. I'm like, fucking great, dude. So we get it under the plane. I hate putting shit under the plane because I just don't always think it's going to get to the place on time. Luckily, it does in the end, so it didn't really matter. But we get on that plane, fly out, no problems on that plane. But once we get to Dallas, which was where our first stop was, we had about fucking less than 30 minutes to get to our next plane before it started boarding, which sounds like a lot of time, but we were in a completely different terminal, had to get to the fucking train. So we're kind of going. We're fast walking. We're not quite running yet. But we get into the fucking plane. We take the tram over and get there and make it to our gate. No issues. And what else happens? So
The freaking faulty landing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we get on our plane. Takes off, no issue. Make our flight all the way to Missouri, and once we get there, we are now about to land, right? And we're coming in, we fucking land, and there's a sound. It's like, like a little more aggressive than you'd normally want from a plane landing in general. We're like, okay, whatever, and we start braking, getting there, and come to find out, one of our fucking landing gears fucking broke on the plane, so we can't move. So we're sitting on this runway waiting, and this pilot's doing the whole, well, looks like we're going to be having to wait for some like vehicle to pick us up and take us over to the thing. So I'm already fucking pissed at this point because, I mean, I've been up all night, didn't sleep, didn't really eat much throughout the day. And I'm like, I just want to get the fuck off this plane, dude. So finally, the thing takes us over. It takes forever to get to the fucking gate. And once we get to this gate, we're finally there. Get off the plane and go get my bags from baggage claim. Once we do that, we get home, eat some food. I take a fucking long ass nap, and we are now at this point in our house. We are now along the timeline at the end of the trip. So, overall, banging ass trip. Think it was very fun. Golden, Colorado would highly recommend to anybody. Logic Concert would also highly recommend to anybody, but just know you're going to see some interesting openers. But yeah, overall great trip. Probably would do it again. Probably will do it again if there's another concert. And yeah, that's kind of it, guys. So appreciate y'all watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Live stream it's PluteManJo, YouTube PluteManJo. Subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If not, don't do any of that shit. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.